What is up, everybody? How you doing today? Today we have another video in like our top 5 series. No, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I've been wanting to do this particular one and finally had some time to be able to get it done. So today we're going to be going over the top 5 guns in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now mind you, remember, this is just an opinion, okay? Feel free to tell me what you think your list would be down in the comments below, but please just keep it respectful, okay? So, with that said, let's go on ahead and get into this. Starting at number 5, we have the 10 gauge shotgun, okay? Now mind you, this is probably not a gun that a ton of people use. It's a DLC weapon, but for geese, it is the best gun because it packs such a punch. It's the only shotgun that has slugs that can take class 9 animals. It is a absolute beast. It can take anything down. I mean, the geese, you shoot them 75 yards away, it drops them, okay? You do that with the 20 gauge and they'll fly for 100 meters or so. Sometimes you have to go after them with the 22 just to get them down. But the 10 gauge just packs such a punch. It is the best shotgun in the game, and that is why it earned itself a spot on this list. Coming in at number 4, we have the Mosin, okay? Now, the Mosin is also a DLC weapon, and it came out a little bit, I think, around the time, maybe a little bit before Parque Fernando came out. Is in that time frame is when I remember it coming out, and because Parque Fernando had the class 3 animals of black buck and axis deer, it was perfect because all we really had before that was the 243. And y'all know how the 243 is. It can be okay, but back in the days of quick kill, it really struggled sometimes. And the Mosin was just so powerful on those smaller animals, you could just drop them from any distance you wanted. Its only downside is that it does not have polymer tip bullets, but aside from that, it is a fantastic gun, and I definitely recommend getting Weapon Pack 2 if you want it. Coming in at number 3, we have another DLC weapon. This weapon comes with a map, okay? And we're talking about the 300. For the longest time, all we had for big game was the 338. And it was a single shotgun. Now mind you, it was fantastic. It was great. It got us through all those years of just having that. But when the 300 came out, I mean, it was unmatched because it has 4 rounds. So if you have all your recoil perks and everything, you can really grind bigger animals and get 2 animals down per zone. If you're really good, maybe 3. So it is the first big game gun that we had with the multiple round capacity. It is a great gun. I definitely recommend getting Yukon just for the 300 if nothing else. Coming in at number 2, we have our one and only base game weapon on this list. And this gun, it was good for a while, and then it wasn't as good once the 30-06 came out. But now it is the best gun for anybody who does not really want to spend the money for the DLCs or other stuff, okay? And I'm talking about the 7mm, okay? The 7mm is a fantastic gun in the fact that it can take classes 4 through 9, okay? So let's say you just have the base game, and the only other weapon you would have would be the 270, which would take the like the class 4 and 5 animals. The 243 I wouldn't really use. It's kind of weak for them. But the 270, which does okay. It's not great, but it's not bad. And then for the bigger game, you have the 338. But the 338 can't take those class 4 to 6 animals. And that is where the 7mm really shines, because you can just absolutely destroy wolves, deer, and like red deer, caribou, all great animals to take with a 7mm. But then if you want to, you can also go and get Cape buffalo and bison with those class 9 animals, and it's also fairly cheap compared to the 338, which is very expensive. The 7mm's only like $36,000, so with a little bit of hunting, you'll get there pretty quick. So that is why it's such a great gun. Now coming in at number 1, I'm sure you all saw this coming, we have the M1. Now the M1 is just unmatched in every category, okay? The only gun that would kind of compare to the M1 is the 303, and the 303 does tend to be a little bit more powerful, but the M1 is the best weapon for grinding animals of any species, okay? I even used it when grinding feral goats because if it wasn't a diamond, it didn't really matter the score. I just wanted them dead. And the fast follow-up shots, because it is a semi-automatic, is fantastic. I mean, you can get shots off so fast. There's people who, once they get good at it, can get 4 animals in a zone down at one time, okay? I can generally only get 2, sometimes 3 if I'm lucky, but generally 2. But it is a fantastic gun. Once you get all your recoil perks, it has very little recoil, fast follow-up shots, and that is just why this gun is the best gun in the entire game. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your list would be of the top 5 weapons, because I'm curious to see what some of y'all think. So, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.